Alright, so, usually I don't like to do intros and shit, and usually I like to just jump right into it, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. We actually have a spoiler warning, you know what I mean? Pretty much if you haven't seen the first 12 episodes of Blue Lock, that's what this is gonna be covering overall. Nothing after that, and I'm gonna not dive into the manga at all. So if you've seen episode 12, you don't gotta worry about manga spoilers. So there's at least that. So we can hop in now. Blue Lock, Blue Lock, Blue Lock. Now, if you know me even just a tiny bit, you knew this shit was coming. We did the video on Kimono Jihen, keeping it a buck. Not happy with how that shit came out, but we're here to right the wrongs by going over a show that I actually remember shit about, considering the fact that I literally watched episode 12 yesterday. So to put it bluntly, oh my god, I said I'd stop saying that. God damn. Okay, now that I've recovered from my, to put it bluntly, exasperate, I can actually talk on the fucking show. Thank you very much. So yes, Blue Lock is literally just a soccer anime, but be an asshole. That's it. It's just a soccer anime that teaches you how to be a selfish piece of shit, and that's why I love it. Because being a selfish piece of shit is my favorite thing to do in my free time.
You want to talk about a playmaker? That's a playmaker. He made the play.
So to put it simply, we rephrased it. Give me that. To put it simply, Blue Lock is just you take everything you know about sports anime. Teamwork this, teamwork that, and throw that bullshit out the goddamn window. You throw that shit away, gang. You will not be needing that here. Because I'm gonna read the synopsis and that'll kind of break it down. Because obviously, what's a Trey Halo anime video without reading the synopsis? So let's go. There were two different synopsises, and I didn't know if I wanted to read the analyst one or the Mal one. The Mal one is like 10 times longer, so to stat pad the video length, we're reading that one, baby. Yoichi Isagi was moments away from scoring a goal that would have sent his high school soccer team to the Nationals, but a split-second decision to pass the ball to his teammate cost him that reality. Bitter, confused, and disappointed, Isagi wonders if the outcome would have been different had he not made the pass. When the young striker returns home, an invitation from the Japan Football Union awaits him. Though an arbitrary and biased decision-making progress, Isagi is one of the 100 under-18 strikers selected for the controversial Blue Lock project. The project's ultimate goal is to turn one of the selected players into a star striker for the Japanese national team. To find the best participant, each diamond in the rough, which is what they refer to the players as, must compete against each other through a series of solo and team competitions to rise to the top. Putting aside his ethical objections to the project, Isagi feels compelled to fight his way to the top, even if it means ruthlessly crushing the dreams of 299 aspiring young strikers. I multiple issues with me reading that synopsis. I fucked up multiple times, but I'm leaving it in because, like I said in the last one, we're giving you the raw experience. But yeah, pretty much this show is just, you got teammates, but they're not really your teammates. Like you're still competing against everybody, and it's wonderful. It's literally wonderful. And I'm just gonna get it out the way immediately. This is my favorite sports anime manga of all time. So am I going to be very biased in the things I'm probably about to say? You best believe it. You're goddamn right I am. So pretty much, I'm gonna try and not go over too much basic shit that everybody knows about, like I've already done, because like, okay, yeah, if you know what Blue Lock is, you're like, okay, yeah, I've heard that it's different from different other sports anime card a million times. Like, you all know that. But to put it simply, every character is hot. Every character is hot. It's one of those shows, you know what I mean? It's one of those shows that low-key be appealing to the Tumblr fangirls. But hey, man, I got a little Tumblr fangirl in me if that's the case, because goddamn, this shit is fire. I love it. Also, one thing I think that's a really underrated aspect of the show that not enough people are really going over is the OST. I think this soundtrack is fucking amazing, especially in episode 12. If I can find the clip of it, it will be playing legitimately right now. I'm gonna play that shit right now if I can. If not, the audio will just continue and it won't cut to the clip at all. So yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, it's pretty much in the end of episode 12 when Isagi goes to challenge Rin. That OST in the background had me fucking jumping, bro. I was losing my shit. Also, if you haven't figured by now, these videos are pretty much just me rambling about random things about a show that I like. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with that. They have these skits after every episode, like fucking additional time. That shit is so fire. I love it. It's just so good. It's just a little bit of wholesomeness to spice you up, a little bit after whatever fuckery may have commenced previously. So I love the additional time skits. But one of the biggest critiques toward the show has been the usage of CGI. Like, there's a lot of background CGI usage, and that's also why I think the critique is kind of unfair. Because, for example, it, I feel like when people complain about CGI or should be complaining about CGI, it's when the CGI is actually taking away from important moments. That's when I have a problem with it. Like, if it's actually making me be like, okay, that was ugly, kind of ruined this moment that was actually supposed to be relevant. All of Berserk 2016, like, you know what I mean? Like, that type of CGI. But recently, it's just been such a hot topic in the community, like, just in general. Just CGI in a ton of shows. Chainsaw Man, a lot of people don't like it there, despite the fact that I think the CGI in Chainsaw Man is actually great. But, like, to put it blunt, oh my god, I said it again. But yeah, to put it bluntly, the CGI used in Blue Lock is all used in the background. It's background shit, like over the head shots of all the players on the field moving, because it's damn near impossible to fucking hand animate that with what they were given. You know what I mean? With the time crunch I believe they had. Because I remember that being mentioned. Could be inaccurate, who knows? I'm not really here to be, accurate with the shit I say. But yeah, like, it's mostly just used in the background. And again, not a single important moment, in my opinion, has been even negatively affected by CGI usage whatsoever. Like, because all the important moments look fucking amazing. They look fantastic. Especially episode 10. Holy shit. That it might be my best. It might be the best episode in the series so far. Like, episode 10 was legitimately just special. It was one of a kind. Um, Also, I did want to mention that I did watch it in sub, despite typically being a dub watcher. Like, I'm more of a dub watcher. But the thing is, obviously, with shows that come out weekly, I'm going to be watching the subs because I don't want to have to wait multiple weeks to watch the shit. Like, literally, as of now, the dubs for episode, I believe, 11 and 12 aren't out as I'm recording this. So I wouldn't be able to make this video yet if I was watching in dub. But yeah, man, back to the episode 10 thing. Like, Team V versus Z was just, in general, amazing. Literally one of my, like, favorite little mini arcs in all of anime that I've seen in a long time. Like, this show just encapsulates hype. That's what Blue Lock is good at. That's what it does. It's like, if you're even bored for a millisecond in the show, I question your sanity. Like, even the boring parts are like, to me, I just see them as little breathers. Like, okay, we kind of needed that. You know what I mean? Like, if we too much hype can be a problem. You know what I mean? But this show do it just right. It's literal perfection in that category, and I love it. But again, Team V versus Team Z was that encapsulated. It was genuine perfection. It just hype all the way through. And I'm not one of those guys that likes the Dragon Ball formula shit. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you take shonen anime. When you have a single fight that's not even that relevant, lasting episode on episode on episode, like a 5-episode fight for a fight that isn't even that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, really pisses me off. Shit, even if it's like 2 to 3 episodes, I feel like, one episode's plenty of time to make a damn good fight. But in this situation, obviously with sports anime, it's a little different, you know what I mean? But, Team V versus Z lasted multiple episodes, and in most sports anime, when a single game lasts episode on episode on episode, I get a little bored. I'm like, okay, let's wrap it up now. Like, I get really excited for the ending because I want it to end. In this situation, I got excited for the ending because I was like, holy fucking shit, this is amazing. Like, I was zooted. I was losing my shit the entire time. It's legitimately one of, like, just one of the best, like, 3-episode runs I've seen in my life, in my opinion. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I don't even know what else to say there about it. Like, Rio's goal that wasn't even a goal, but oh my god, that shot looked so fucking good. Like, I believe it was a penalty kick, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but still, it was just wonderful. 99% of the encounters between Nagi and Isagi were just animated to perfection. Like, they looked stupidly good, made them both look scarily intimidating, and it was great. Speaking of those two, we come to episode 11, and they're doing this, whole little thing. I kind of forgot most of, like, specific. Episode 11 was kind of not what I'm talking about. I meant to say 12. That's kind of why I blanked right there. I'm gonna leave that in. Fuck it. But coming to episode 12, they had this, little mini game where they got to face Blue Dokuman, I fucking love that name. I love that they gave that AI goalie that name. That's such a fire name. But they pretty much just have to score on them 100 times to move on to the next stage. And in the second selection, it's going to be 3-on-3. Pretty much. You get to pick a team of 3. And, I had read the manga, so I knew what team was coming, but it literally didn't even change the fact that I actually got visibly hyped as fuck when Nagi and Isagi teamed up again. Like, it's just wonderful. Like, it's just such an exciting idea with what we just saw, and it's blatantly overpowered too, and it's great. I know what happens involving Bachida with that team, but the fact that Bachida, Isaki, and Nagi, it's just that's just that's a wonderful 3-man. It's just pretty much I'm just trying to get to the point that I can't wait for part 2. It's fucking fantastic. Part 2 is going to be unbelievable, and they're going to be challenging Rin Squad, which is literally ranks 1, 2, and 3. So it's just wonderful. So yeah, overall, I think I went over most of the shit that I wanted to go over with Blue Lock. Like, there wasn't too much specifically I wanted to delve into other than that. I mean, like, I could go over the first couple games, you know what I mean, when they played Team W and shit, like Kuon, him being a snake. I could go over that, but I feel like, I just don't really have much that I want to say about it. Like, I mean, there's just not much I really need to include there. So I don't feel like delving into those moments. I dove into the moments that I felt like I wanted to talk about. And yeah, to put it simply, that's going to wrap this shit up, man. Appreciate y'all for watching this far if you did. Hopefully, I can get that top 5, video out soon enough. I feel like I did a little better with this one than the fucking Kimono Jihen video. I just hope the editing doesn't get fucked up. I'm saying this in pre, so like this is going to be in the video. If the editing gets fucked up, I'm going to be actually livid. So yeah, again, love you guys. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Kind of forgot to give it a rating. So let me ask myself one question. Like an internal asking of a question. Is this anime a 10?